In this fascinating conversation, let's imagine an interaction between Madam C.J. Walker, a self-made mogul and advocate for empowerment, and George Washington Carver, the scientist and agricultural innovator. They've come together to discuss the Book of Thoth, the Book of Hermes, and the profound implications of energy exchange through sigils and multidimensional economies. Through this, they explore the potential of temporal credits, energy exchanges, and the evolving role of intention across time and space.
Mr. Carver, I find myself fascinated by the idea of tapping into energies across time, of not just working with the present but interacting with future and past selves. Your work with the Earth and its natural resources, how do you see this concept of energy flowing through multiple timelines and dimensions?
Mrs. Walker, it's quite an intriguing thought indeed. I truly hold a place in my heart for nature. You see, my work with plants was always more than just agricultural science. It was about tapping into the deeper currents of life itself, understanding how everything connects, the energy in the soil, the plants, the very air we breathe. If we think about energy not as something confined to the present, but as a living force that transcends time, then we must look at the flow of energy, not as a line, but as a network.
Yes, precisely. It's much like the sigils I've been exploring, the symbols of intention. They resonate across timelines. Like a seed planted in the earth, it may bloom in the future or even ripple back to the past, influencing events and circumstances. By encoding our intentions through sigils, we align with a deeper, universal flow. Just as you've cultivated the land, we can cultivate energy. How can we expand this into something greater, across timelines, across dimensions?
That is the key, isn't it? Energy is neither bound by space nor by time. I believe, as in the alchemical texts, the Book of Hermes or even the Book of Thoth, there is much to be learned about the principle of transmutation. Just as we transmute raw materials into products that sustain us, we can transmute energy. A sigil, for instance, is a tool that can serve as both an anchor and a key. We could encode our contributions, our actions, our intentions into the system, much like planting seeds in an expansive, interdimensional garden.
A fascinating parallel, Mr. Carver. I've always believed that empowerment comes from within, whether in business, in life, or through spiritual practice. Sigils become a way of amplifying that inner energy, don't they? Each action we take, be it an act of kindness or an entrepreneurial venture, has an energetic imprint. And through the energy ledger, this imprint could travel through time, amplifying its effects. It could transcend the physical, resonate with those yet to come, and even heal those before us. This idea of temporal credits, it's like a new form of currency that acknowledges the power of intention, of energetic exchange, beyond mere material wealth.
Exactly. And when we align our intentions with a higher purpose, a collective purpose, we not only create something meaningful in the present, but we leave a legacy. Think about it. As a child of the earth, I saw how each plant I cultivated was not just for today, but for tomorrow. It would sustain generations to come. What we're talking about here, Mrs. Walker, is creating an energy economy that stretches beyond linear time. The temporal credits could represent not just a transaction of energy, but a flow, a ripple of intention that we feel today and that echoes in the future.
I love that, a ripple of intention. So, if I understand correctly, we're not just acting within the present moment, but we're also weaving a web of energetic connections through sigils and temporal credits that influence the past and future. The more we connect, the stronger the collective current grows. This could extend to community rituals, even to individuals' personal growth. People could track their progress, their energetic contributions, much like how I helped create a community of empowered Black women in my time. Now, we could empower individuals not just on Earth, but across time and space.
And these rituals, whether personal or communal, could help anchor those intentions. Like planting seeds, we can nurture them with our collective energies. Imagine a group coming together to manifest peace, love, or abundance. Each participant creating a sigil tied to their individual intention, contributing to a greater whole. These collective sigils could then be tracked through the energy ledger, showing the flow of their energy through timelines. A person's act of kindness today might ripple through the future and bring back something greater.
And what a powerful system that could become. If we create a tool, a platform where people can track, share, and exchange these energies. We could start small. At first, maybe just in small, conscious communities. But over time, this could become a global or even a universal system of energy exchange. Imagine an app where individuals can create their sigils, track their temporal credits, and see how their contributions manifest, not just here and now, but across multiple realities. Feedback loops would ensure that people stay in alignment with their intentions.
And with each sigil, we encode not just our actions, but the vibrations of our hearts. Just as I learned to listen to the plants, the soil, the wind, we must learn to listen to the energy, the vibrations of the universe. That's what this system allows us to do, tap into that higher frequency. And as we do, we leave behind a legacy of growth, sustainability, and healing. It will be a living system that evolves with each person's contributions, expanding in all directions, through space, through time, and beyond.
I can already see it, an ever-growing network, a living ledger of energy that reflects the collective will. It's like we're not just managing material wealth, but we're becoming stewards of the energetic flow that ties us all together, weaving the fabric of time and space into something beautiful. This could change the very way we think about life, business, and connection. Our actions, our intentions, they'll echo throughout eternity.
Through this conversation, we begin to see how the concept of sigils, temporal credits, and the energy ledger could create a multi-dimensional economy, one where actions across timelines and dimensions are tracked, shared, and co-created. This system becomes not just an exchange of energy, but a deeply spiritual practice, aligning personal intention with collective growth. By integrating these principles, we craft a future that isn't bound by time or space, but enriched by the vibrational flow of intention and the legacy we leave behind.